This is the MUSTAR 88 semi-weighted key digital piano. We say weighted key because it looks and feels like a piano, but instead of being hammer loaded, it is spring loaded. It includes everything that you see here, including the detachable sheet music holder. It's got an adjustable piano stand, which is heavy metal. It's good quality. It's got a foot pedal. Of course, it comes with the plug to get it up and running as well. A bag. This thing is well padded, good quality, thick. And last but not least, it also comes with this cloth so that you can keep your piano nice and dust-free when you're not playing it throughout the day. One of the most interesting features about this piano is that it's got a Bluetooth function, very modern. You can't find that on pianos of earlier generations. So what I'm gonna do is connect on my phone to this audio here, and now I can go in and play. You hear it's very quiet. I can control the volume either on my phone, or I can hold here and the volume will go up. Also, I can control the next song, just like that. Isn't that cool? So one thing that I like to do is I like to search the internet and just download background tracks or jam tracks and then play around with it here. So this piano has got a lot of different features on it, and I want to go through probably most of what I think are the most basic features on here. So one thing is you have to have the manual if you're going to use this thing, because everything here has got a code on it. The back of the manual tells you what that code actually means. But to break it down for you, you see that there is like 3 different lines. There's the top, middle, and the bottom line. And the way to operate them all is you've got the first button, second button, and third button. Well, if you want to operate the first line, you hold down on the first button and you tap. You tap for what it is on the first row. Hold down on the second button for the second row, hold down on the third button for the third row, and then tap the key. It'll operate like a button. So first, let's talk about the instruments. Technically, there are no other instruments on here. It is called timbre, which is different kinds of piano on there. So you've got the electric piano, the bright piano, you've got Rhodes, an organ, strings like that. And here's how you do that. You see that this is the first line right here. T1 is what we're currently on. T2 for timbre 2, I'm going to hold down on tone and tap T2. Now, it changed. Again, T3. T4, T5, T6, that's a bell one, T7, and T8. And that would take the place of the instruments right there, is the timbre. Now there's something else that we can do if we go to D, V, and S. So D is for dynamics. If you listen, if I press it quietly, it sounds quiet. If I press it harder, sounds harder. But if I hold down, that's the second row, so effect is the second button. Hold that down, tap. Now if you listen, doesn't matter how hard or soft I press it, dynamic is off, and therefore everything is going to sound the same. V is for vibrato. It's got that vibration to it. Turn that off. And then S is for sustain. So let me hold it down. You can hear how it sustains. So it's very similar to if you use the foot pedal down below. metronome, rhythm, and songs. So in order to play the metronome, you find the letter M on there, which is on the second row. So I'm going to hold down the second button, Effect, and tap M. There are 4 different metronome options. There's 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4. If I want the speed to go up, I'll hold down Effect still because S plus is on the second row, and tap S plus for speed up, and S minus is speed down. Now, songs, you have S1 through S32. We're currently on song select 1, so if I hold down the first button and I tap S1, you hear the first song. Go all the way to, let's say, S18. Different song, right? All right, so song select 1 is over here. I want to switch to get to S33, so I'm gonna hold down Effect and S2. Now, S1 becomes S33. I'm gonna hold down Tone, and S1 is now S33, and so on and so forth, all the way up to S34, which is now S64. Now, let's say that I want to transpose this song. I have to transpose select over here, which is on the 3rd line, so I'm going to hold down the 3rd button and tap it. Now, you hear that it's changed. There's T plus 6. Let me try T minus 6. And it's transposed that song. I can speed up, speed down, volume up, volume down, all of those things. Alrighty, last but not least, we've got rhythm. Rhythm R all the way to, once again, 32. And if you look on the 3rd line, I'm sorry, the 2nd line here, you see rhythm select 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that means that there are a possibility of 128 different rhythms. Just how to use that real quick. I'm gonna hold down tone because R1 is on the 1st line. And you hear the rhythm. Okay. Same thing for the next. And the next. All the way up to 32. Now let's say that I want to switch to rhythm select number 2. It's on the 2nd line. I'm going to hold down the 2nd button. That means that this R1 is now R33. And there you have it as far as the rhythms go. One other cool feature that I like about this piano is that it can record your playing for a short time. If you look over here, there's R1 and P1. That means you record the first recording and you play the first recording. Then there's R2 for record the second one, and P2 for play the second one. So what I'm going to do, it's on the 2nd line, so I'm going to hold down the 2nd button and tap. Okay, let's stop. Good. Let's play it and see how it sounded. So P1 is over here, that's on the 2nd line. And that was me playing. Not very well, but that was me playing. This piano does come with its own built-in speakers, but let's say for a second that I want to use a Bluetooth speaker or a monitor. Well, hey, I'm going to use my AUX cable right here, hook it into my Bluetooth speaker, and from here I'm going to use the headphone in and out. It's got 2 of those, and now all of the music is being played out of this Bluetooth speaker. Pretty cool. So overall, given all of its features, its Bluetooth functionality, built-in speakers, the MUSTAR 88 semi-weighted key piano is a good quality piano.